In this video, I want to talk about savings. Last, we talked about identifying budget killers in our last video, and you need to be able to figure out where your money is going and where you can cut back in your expenses. The whole point of that is so that you can then take that money and put it into a savings account, an emergency fund. So I recently read a study where I can't remember the exact percentage, but it was something like 20% of people, maybe even more, couldn't even afford a $400 emergency without going into debt. In other words, without using a credit card because they did not have $400 in their in their bank account that they could use to pay for that emergency. So the whole point of identifying those budget killers in your expenses is to take that money that you would normally be spending on whatever it might be and putting it away in an emergency fund. I'm sure you all have heard of Dave Ramsey, and he talks about baby steps. And the first step that he describes as baby step number one is establishing an emergency fund. And he says in there to put $1,000 towards the emergency fund for unexpected items that come up. So being able to put your money in a savings account as an emergency fund. We just recently had a window that was broken. Obviously, that was an unexpected expense, and fortunately, we had the money in our bank account to be able to pay for that. So that's what I want you to focus on and work on today is work on getting that emergency fund established. I would suggest more than $1,000 because with everything going up in cost today with inflation, with rising gas prices and everything is going up, that $1,000 is going to be used up pretty quickly if you have an emergency. So go through your budget, go through your expenses, figure out where it is you can cut back on your expenses, and then put that money towards your emergency fund and establishing that account for those emergencies. So that's all for today. Short video. Work on that, and we will jump on the next video in talking about paying down debt. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks.